We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
60 back there. 60, go.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 32 yards.
On the ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Sanders now off the bootleg. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Ready. 70.
They bring Judy in motion. Sanders, a little pop pass here. And he's in. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that I know we're playing a game at home, but man, these guys came to play.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Decent 24. Done. This side's hot.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
11, 11. Go, go, let's go. 11, Agate. Check. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Up from secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 23-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. 13 loop. Hey, kill. 30 left. Think right open.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big time.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Haskins now to return. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. They go play action now with Sanders. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Gravity line.
From the gun, it's Shador. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Play action, it's Sanders. Flush to his right. Our throw, right side, taken by Njoku. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion.
19 Lions.
On the handoff, Judson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jack Heiser in on the tackle. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
Ready, set. Go. 70 tempo.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances?
And he will score! Touchdown, Browns.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. They set up the screen here for Newton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Browns with the advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Son. Take right open. 11. Hey, I'm gun. 13, Lou. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence. That'll be complete to Tootin. And he'll take this down inside the 35. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
30 left. 11. Here we go.
On first down, Lawrence. Catch man right side by Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko's hot.
Lawrence is going to give it to Denton. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Trying to punch it in with Keaton. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he will take it in himself. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now, Sanders. He'll get that to Kushan Judkins. And he's going to be taken down to 37. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the give, it's Judkins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 38 now, here's second and 9.
19-18.
To throw is Sanders. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll put Ayuk in motion.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On third down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Here we go.
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey.
To throw is Lawrence. Checking it down. This one is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one's good for 29. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Lion.
First
Hey,
and 10
Denver,
at the 41-yard
Denver.
line.
On the ground, here's 2. And he will get into the end zone. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Haskins now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Let's go now. Go.
As Shador on first down, he finds Judy on that one. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
60.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no game.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst-case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now, Shador on the run to the right. And he'll just bite the board and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Will punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10.
Hey, run! Son, it's on 13 loop. Sink right. 11 again. Here we go.
Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first and 10, Lawrence. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. They face second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 15. First down, Jacksonville.
49-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun. 13 loop. 30 left. Son, it's on hunt. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Go. Sink right. Still.
Lawrence now on second down. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Son, it's on top. Sink right open. Hey, kill. 11.
Lawrence now. He's got it at about the 8. And he's got another one. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway.
Ready up! Lisa 24. Focus, hot!
This drive begins with a run by Cheaton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to Cheaton. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here we go.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. More manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, Shador. That one incomplete. Good job, Pittsburgh there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They gained 18 yards on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
From the gun, it's Shador. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 Tiger. 60 back there, 69.
Now a give on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That is hot. He gets the hook up with Rice. And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Cleveland. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Browns are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. He's inside the 30. And he's into the end zone yet again. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Haskins now to return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, set. 19 target.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The former 1st overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker. He had 2 sacks last week in the wild card round, and he's got another one here.
Bronco 80. Warriors 70. Ready?
Here's Sanders to throw. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a first down. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. Sanders will throw it. This pass caught by Judy. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
To throw is Sanders. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cleveland.
19 Lions.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Again, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Ready?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready? Come back to Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now it's Sanders. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
He's got room to roam. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make every...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Boye in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Come on, come on. Hey! Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now, Sanders. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he will score. Game on. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown Browns. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On red. It's on. It's on.
They'll run it here. And they'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, check.
Another run here with Tootin. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. He's marking there. And a 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Darn, this is hot. Biggs.
Here we go. Run over center now with Tootin. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Second and inches.
Hey, run. Hey, run. This is hot.
They'll run.
It's Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
On the toss, they'll run. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Now a run, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence, touchdown Jacksonville.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Haskins now to return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They'll drop to throw. The connection made to Ayuk. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. His throw left is complete with Judy.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Going deep downfield for Judy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Sanders.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. Now, Shador gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. He'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? And it comes to 4th and 2.
Come on, come on. Hey! Lightning 18! Get to Everett! Get to Everett!
Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home, as we say,